Hey everybody, it is Cree and I'm back for part two of how to stay in fit, how to stay in shape, or how to get back in shape after having a baby. And I know it's really tough, and so I'm going to give you some more techniques and just like some everyday household items that you can use that actually get you back in shape. And one of those, the first hardest thing that for me that was harder was to get those abs back in shape. Now my abs aren't 100%, and I will get them there. But one of the things that actually I would attribute to it is there. Okay, this is like it's called a body. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a little tummy thing. You wrap it around your tummy. So you wrap it around your tummy, and what it does is it's like a body wrap. Like if you ever been to the nail salon and you get like that full body wrap, but this is actually just a stomach wrap. I got it really inexpensive. I bought it from Kmart. I mean not Kmart. I bought it from a store right here in France, but it was only like €5. But if you're in the States, you can buy this from Kmart or Walmart or Target. You can find one of these very easy. So you can use one of these, or you can just use some saran wrap, and saran wrap is the bomb, This is what I was using before I found one of these, because I had one of these in the States, and I used it so much that it completely, it was useless. I couldn't use it anymore, so until I found one of these out here in France, I was using saran wrap. And the cool thing about saran wrap is it's not bulky as opposed to this. Like, you can go to the gym, wrap yourself up in all the problem areas. You can wrap your stomach up. You can, if you have like problems in the thigh area, you can wrap your thighs where you want to lose that. If you have that little flab on your arm, wrap those arms and just put something over it. Nobody knows that you have a wrap on. As opposed to this, where you'll be all bulky looking like you're still pregnant or adding more fat to the problem area. So, but I still use this one because I save money with this, but this is only, what, 99 cents? So it's cool, and, this is quicker. If this one, it takes time to wrap. This one, you just click it on the Velcro and then you go. So I'm going to use this for now, and I'm going to show you guys some really cool workouts for the abs and also some cool workout for the legs. Let's see. So I'm going to just wrap this on, click it on. I like to wrap mine tight. And usually after you do your workout, you can use this for anywhere. If you're going to just walk around the lake, or you're going to walk somewhere, walk around the block, put this on, and your stomach, when you get back, especially if it's a hot day, you'll be just dripping sweat. This really will shape your back area and your stomach area, and it does it really fast. This is great. It's not just water weight either. It's great. This thing right here, or this thing, either one. So I'm going to show you something. Now, this is something everybody should have in the house. You can use either this, an umbrella, or you can use a broom. You just, I'm sure, most brooms nowadays you can unscrew the bottom, so I use that. I use this, normally I use that, but you can use either one. The reason I use this I'll tell you later, but let's see. So this is a cool workout for the side of the stomach. You seen those people, you be like, how they get their abs like that when they have that cool little line on the side, cool little line in the middle, and the line right here, and that little muscle right here when you get all the way down to the bikini, that little muscle right there. So you're like, how do I obtain that? This is the key. As opposed to going, now the machine I used to use, I actually wanted to buy one myself, and that machine cost $5,000. You can use the same thing for like $10, okay? You can get the same results with, one of these, or $3 if you use a broom. You just grab it, put your arms up, and you just go. Right, left, right, left, right, left. And you do like 100 of those. Make sure you're tensing it up. Don't do it all lazy. If you're doing it lazy, if you're just going like this, you're not getting anything, but you just, like I said, you always got to strengthen that muscle up. So you just straighten that muscle up as you're going. Calisthenics, straighten that muscle up. So you just go back and forth, left, right, left, right. You got to feel your muscle working as you're going. And if you're really doing it good, you're also working that butt muscle too, because you're strengthening up everything. So you're working up this part, and also this back area, where sometimes it droops. So if you're doing it right, you're actually strengthening up that area too, and a little bit of the thighs. So it's a great exercise. So this is something I use a lot of. I had another one, I don't know, it disappeared. So just a regular broomstick that I use that was wooden. But what I like to use this one because I have weights in the back, and I just hang the weights on each side. Just make sure that if you use like that, you have a sturdy broomstick, because you don't want it to break. And then you won't be able to sweep the house and clean up after the baby or the kids. So you just go the same motion. Have that weight, on each side. So that's what I do. It gives more resistance when you put the weights on the side. So that's a cool little workout. Try to do 100 of those, and if you can, do it a few times. A few times. So I'm also going to show you another workout exercise that you can do. Okay, I'm going to use a ball. Everybody should have a ball. Well, every baller should have a basketball, but if you don't have a basketball, I'm sure one of your kids have a ball. You should have a ball. Everybody has a ball in their house, I think. Some people don't, but most people should. So this is a cool exercise, and this is something you could do if you're lazy. And if you like to watch the TV, you could do this while you're watching TV as opposed to eating chips in front of the TV. Instead of sitting down eating some potato chips, that's really bad for your health, that can make you have high cholesterol, that can make you a fat, flabby ass, use a basketball. Get in front of your TV and just go. Right, left, right, left, right. And you see how I'm kind of moving my legs with it? You know why I'm moving my legs? Because it's actually working my back too. So I'm working my abs, and you feel it all up in it. You're working the top part of your abs, and you're working that back too. So you're going to have that really cool looking back and that really cool looking abs, so you can walk the beach, and feel comfortable instead of, trying to keep a towel on yourself when you're at the beach and saying, oh, I don't like to go to the beach because I don't want to mess my hair up, and you're just, saying that because you're embarrassed to wear a bathing suit at the beach. This is the best thing to do, to get rid of those problem areas, and you should see some results quick. If you have this on and use this basketball, and you're good to go. So that's something else that you can use, to get you in shape, and you can do do a few hundred a day. If you can't do a few hundred a day, start with 50 a day and then work yourself up. You should start seeing some type of results within that first month. And they said, some people say, oh, I'm so tired after a workout. But it's gonna take, first off, for you to get your body to get used to a certain thing, it takes your body 21 days to get used to something. So once that 21 days is over, you're not going to be tired no more. Instead of tired, you're going to be feeling energized after you come from the gym, after you work out, So this next exercise is the bomb. It's with a deck of cards. Everybody has a deck of cards. Everybody I know has a deck of cards. So if you don't have a deck of cards, I will give you some alternatives later. But if you don't have a deck of cards, go to the 99-cent store. I got this pink deck from my mom. She sent it to me, and she got it at the 99-cent store. And everybody should have a 99-cent store near where they live. If you live in the States, or you can find a deck of cards. Or they have the cards for your kids with the little pictures on the side. Everybody should have that. If you want to educate your kids, you should have one of those type of cards. So this is cool. So I'm going to show you what I do. And I learned this from a gym rat, man. This is one of the coolest exercises. And if you can get through a whole deck of cards, your legs will be burning after. So this is, so let me tell you, okay, so what I'm going to do, so what you do is you take one card, you put it down. You have to use those legs. You walk to the next one, put it down. You just use those legs, and you just walk around the house, using these legs, put them down, put them down. And you see I'm bending those legs. I'm trying my hardest not to use the back. It's two different ways. Now, if you want to, this is actually, working the legs. Now, me, I've never been into, doing that much leg exercise. I always, when I was younger, I was really weak legs, and stuff like that. But this, if you don't like, to go to the gym and put those big gigantic weights and, do, you know, those. And me, I have really weak knees, you know, from playing basketball and, you know, on the outdoors or running. If you run a lot, you have really weak knees. This is the best way, you know, as opposed to putting weights down. So you just, you know, just walk around. You can do this all around the house. And if the baby's woke, my baby be woke most of the time. He has a lot of energy. You know, he does it with me. I just put these on and he just thinks it's a game. Just walk around throwing it. Or you know, my other alternative, I was gonna say, you don't have carts, you just take all your kids' toys. I know kids, they throw the toys everywhere. So you just walk around. After you take them, throw them down, you just pick them up. You just pick them up. You know, one by one. Don't try to be lazy and do 2 by 2. But if you can get through that whole deck, your thighs are gonna be burning, and you're gonna have killer legs within the next few weeks. If you already, you know, if you don't have that much fat to lose, but this will get you, you know. So that's a great exercise for those legs. That works the legs, that works the butt. And if you want to work the back, as opposed to, you know, lifting like that with your legs, you lift with your back, like that. Like that, and you just pick it up. So I just throw them down with my back. That's working the back part of your back. So right here, just, I'm trying to be quick. I'm not gonna do the whole deck because I might run out of battery and the baby's gonna wake up any moment. So I'm trying to be quick. So you know, you just want to work that back. Just pick it up, bend it over, pick it up, pick it up. Pick it up and make sure you go straight up after. You can't just keep picking it, stand down like that. If not, you're gonna. I mean, if you keep doing that, I'm out of breath already. Look, you keep doing that, you will have a crunch in your back. You'll be walking like this later in life. So you don't want to be walking like that. You want to be strong in the back. So you just make sure you come down and you come all the way up. You come down and you come all the way up. Come down, you come all the way up. And again for the legs, you come down, you come all the way up. Come down, come all the way up. These are really squats actually, but this is a cool way to do some squats. Come down, go up. Come down, come up. And if you know, like me, you just saw me put my other hand down. If you can't do it all the way, your knees aren't that strong yet, you know, just use a little finger to help you up. You know, use that, but don't use it too much because you won't really be doing that much. But you can also use your other hand to aid you. So that's quick. And also, I just wanted to give a little bit of advice to people. You know, I talk to friends all the time. You know, and I've seen my friends over the years just let themselves go after having kids or after getting comfortable in a relationship or after just eating too much fast food or processed food. You know, let me get some water because I'm out of breath. So make sure you stay hydrated. Always keep the water next to you. But you know, there's a lot of chemicals in foods in America. And there's a lot of preservatives and adjectives, and you know, I never knew. I used to have someone tell me all the time, "Oh, you young people, you guys eat all that processed food," and I never knew what processed food was. And then one day, I saw this really cool documentary, and from there, I just did all this research and all this reading about the stuff that's in the food. And one of those things is called high fructose corn syrup. Another one is called it's all kinds of different stabilizers, but high fructose corn syrup is something that they use. They substitute sugar with it. You know, you find a lot of products that say no sugar added, and when you find that, you need to see what they added instead of sugar, because sometimes that stuff is way worse than what sugar is, because the high fructose corn syrup, it actually makes you gain it. I don't know, scientific. exactly can remember right now. But what it does is your blood actually absorbs it, and it makes you fatter as opposed as it would with sugar, and it somehow is very, very bad for you. So that's why a lot of these kids are being obese. You know, the parents are thinking they're doing something good for the kids. They're getting them Lunchables. You know, you're buying them. What's that drink that I can't even think of the name of the stupid drink, but you know, you hide the high C's and the it's another drink that comes in a little silver thing that you know, a little pouch, but my friend always gets that for the kids. But it has absolutely no real juice. Get them real orange juice if you're gonna let them drink juice, which shouldn't be, because that has tons of sugar in it. So, you know, be careful what you feed your kids. Look at the Lunchables, it's completely processed. A lot of that stuff is not real. Most of that meat is not really meat. And most of it is loaded with sugars and salts and all kind of other bad stuff, but not the real sugars, and it's the bleach salts, not the sea salt. So if you can just try to, you know, do research, go, you know, when you go to your, look inside of your refrigerator and your freezer, and you know, all those cereal leaves and stuff, and read the side of the ingredients, and then look up the ingredient online. It's very simple, and look up the effects of those ingredients, and then you'll start to see why you're starting to have problems, you know, with your vision, and why your kid, it has a learning disability, and you know, why your bones are starting to go out, and why your back is starting to hurt, because a lot of those foods contribute to all those bad things that you're eating. So I just wanted to just say, you know, please, you know, stay alert of what you're eating, and you know, try to have a more healthier life, and try to, you know, juice your own foods, and you know, if you can, try to eat organic. But if you can't afford organic, you know, you can afford seeds and try to start your own garden. But if you can't afford that, you know, try to do other alternative things. Buy pastas that aren't bleached, you know, because they do have, you could buy the same type of pastas that are good for you, and get them for the same amount of price, the same price. So that's all I have to say. If anyone has any questions, feel free to send me an email, or any suggestions. But I definitely would do another video. I'm trying to think of some other cool exercises. These are the ones I've been using over the years, but I use a whole bunch of other ones, so I'm going to, you know, do video of that. So again, thank you guys for your support, and let's see what my stomach, what this thing has done. So look.